So basically, what I was saying is that, like you were saying, like, it's a squeeze all around the world. It don't matter where you at. Everybody getting squeezed.
Right.
Some places more than others. But the difference is, whereas in a lot of these other countries, they're gonna go through whatever they gonna go through, you know. Whereas with America, it might look like, oh, it's not as bad in America like it is in other places, but in reality, it's worse in America, you know.
Mm.
But you would never know that from the outside looking in, or even for some of the people who are on the inside who live here, if they're not really in tune and not paying attention and very easily distracted, they wouldn't know either. Because there's a thing they call normalcy bias, where you naturally assume that tomorrow is going to be just like today was, and so on and so on. So that's how most people live. You know, they're unaware that, here in America, America's been the world's empire for the last what? How many decades? At least like what?
But two
7?
hundred, but the last 200 years, really, huh?
Yeah, well, yeah, you could say that too. Really, I would just kind of count from like when they dropped the bomb, the new the nuclear bomb on
Hiroshima,
Yeah.
Hiroshima. Yeah,
Hiroshima.
but
Mm.
yeah, so America's been so big, and the system is so far and widespread and entangled into so many different things, not just here but around the world. And what I've started to learn about anywhere, like even example, like because I work at um FedEx. That's a big company. They have a very big system. So getting here, some things that you would expect to move fast actually move a little bit slower just because the system is so big. The bigger the system, the slower it takes for some things to kind of trickle down and come from one cause to actual effect on the other end. And it's the exact same way with America.
That
You
explains
know,
a lot, though.
um,
When my
mm-hmm.
packages be
Yep,
late.
it's the I well, look, I I have no thoughts on that. I don't even work in that department.
I'm just saying you explained a lot. But
Yeah.
but something you're saying though about the money thing, because it makes sense that because I think most people don't know, man. Like most people don't know about these banks putting out all this money. All these, I mean, people taking out all these billions of dollars out these banks, about the CBD system that's coming online, the UB. They started advertising and marketing for UBI now.
I heard about it.
Man,
I
they
haven't
bro,
personally
they
seen it, but I'm not
yes.
surprised.
I gotta find the thing that Tyler Ward sent me. But yeah, they started marketing for it, man. And I think it's $2,000 a month if they're marketing
Yeah,
for it.
you talking about universal income?
Universal basic income. Yeah,
Yeah.
UBI. They started
They
marketing for it.
they started basically a program in certain states across America, giving it
Mm-hmm.
out to certain families. Um, Actually, I think they started during COVID, they had the whole PUA program, unemployment
I
that
don't know
they
what
do for a
Mm-hmm.
lot
PUA
of
is.
people. And a lot of people got that money that did not qualify for it, but it was more so because on a global, not a global scale, but on a national scale, it was just like, okay, let's see what people will do if we give them this income for X amount of time, and they gave the money to people and didn't require it back. But in the midst of that, they actually did a program where they did the universal basic income, and just to see how effective it was. And yeah, they're marketing it now. You get what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
you got to think about it for somebody or someone that's in hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt, that have student loan debt, home debt, uh, auto loan debt. If the system crashes and everything goes to bits and pieces, and then you revamp with this new, uh, digital, I would say, digital system in place that involves, combining your biometric information and things of that nature, but you give, debt elimination and universal basic income, it doesn't sound like that bad of a deal. You know what I'm saying, to some
Yeah.
people, especially people that don't got, you know, $2,000 or $3,000 coming in every month. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't have that. And then You talk about people that are literally broke. You know, most of the people in America are under the poverty line. You know, the minorities and people that are in the working class. When you look at inflation and things of that nature, I believe there was a study that said, you know, the average person making minimum wage can't even afford a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom apartment in any state if they're making minimum wage. So it won't be that bad of a deal. So it's kind of like a fee for people to sell their soul, almost like a $2,000 a month. You know, the
Right.
celebrities get this, but you selling your soul for this. You know what I'm saying? For comfort, for debt elimination, and you know, to not have to worry about, you know, stressing yourself again to, you know, be a part of this system. And we've switched everything over. We don't have to worry about the past, but this is what you're gonna have to do. But of course, the mark comes along with that. So that's the, you know, the
Yeah.
back end of
It
it.
sounds good, but what people don't realize is that you don't that money don't roll over. That
Right.
$2,000, you don't spend it within that whatever time. I don't know if they give you a month, whatever, but if you don't spend it, you don't get to save no money.
And they'll
That's
determine
Exactly.
what you can spend it on too. That's
yeah,
another,
that's the part they're not telling people.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What you spend it on, they'll control that. And the thing that blows me away too with America is just that, like, you know how we talk, I think you said normalcy bias. Zariah, I think you brought up normalcy bias. Like, Americans have, this is how you know it's really bad. They have come to accept gas, for example, just one thing, gas being $4 a gallon. Do you know how bad it would be in certain countries across the world if gas got to being $4 a gallon? Like how the people would respond
But they
and
don't know
what
no
it would
better.
force. Right. It's because people have been conditioned to accept this is the way it is. You get what I'm saying? Food,
Right.
get into a certain price, water, not being able to you know, get certain grace periods on your what you call it, utilities and things like that. Certain all these countries, I would say, you know, countries that are developing and you know, following the steps of America, they haven't gotten to the point where the price of living has become that high. But if they did, the people would riot. You know what I'm saying?
If
So
they
it's
knew.
like, right, if they knew better. But like Americans, like we just, oh, that's the way it is. And we wake up the next day and go to work and it just keeps getting worse. You know, so yeah, we are
But
already in a bad situation.
you know though, it's not just a shift with the money, but there's a shift in morality, a shift in society and how people think, a shift in the culture. All of this is
Hmm.
shifting all at the same time.